Welcome to Ravinia, the city of villains. My name is Ant, and I'll be your host and dungeon master this evening. This is a homebrew D20 5th edition campaign built from the ground up. It is a sandbox, comic book style campaign where no one is 100% good. We won't necessarily follow the rules as prescribed. The characters our development team at Mad Hatter Laboratories have created don't work 100% within the framework of 5th edition. We're going to start out sort of on a railroad, pretty combat heavy until the players develop and gain alliances. A quick introduction of the city. This was originally a thriving fishing village with fertile fields as far as the eye can see, but drought, famine, and overfishing led to food shortages. The guardsmen are largely comprised of non-sentient beings such as zombies, skeletons, automatons, elementals, and demons, with especially cruel, brutal, and or talented people as captains. There's a complex arcane necromantic network that runs the entire city's legal system. With that in mind, lawmakers are very talented mages. Open, unsanctioned fighting is not legal within the city limits, and we'll get to more on that later in the campaign, but the players are going to have to check for guards if they are on the street trying to battle. There is a perpetual red hue to the sky from the arcane ley lines that carry energy from surrounding mana geysers into the industrial complex. The byproducts of production and experimentation are then presumably carried into the quarantine zone by those same ley lines, a fact that is often disputed in favor of the economic status of the talent cast and nobility. There is a budding theocracy in the Church of Leonith that follows the credo, suffering and servitude will bring salvation. The nobility doesn't follow this credo, leading to some contention between the two classes. The credo, however, keeps the common folk and lesser beings in line. There is a caste system within the city. The hierarchy from top to bottom is nobility, clergy, talent, serfdom, quarantine, and then outcasts. There are several powerful guilds within the city, and in no particular order. They are the Order of the Iron Ox, the League of the Philosopher's Stone, the Seekers of the Dark, the Arcanists of Nero, the Craftsmen, the Entertainers Guild, and the Church of Leonith. And now for our characters. Dante Ontmak, played by PJ, is a Rakshasa runecaster who has been excommunicated from the League of the Philosopher's Stone. He is part of the talent cast due to his abilities and the research he has contributed to the city. He is a panther-like demon inspired by Hindu mythology. His spellcasting is derived from the runes he creates and combines into powerful spells. One of his main adversaries is the man responsible for his excommunication, named Krain Voliquet. Tobias Padfoot, played by Damien, is an Electron spell duelist of the noble caste. He is descended from lightning elementals, and his fighting style is one of his father's own creation. He strings together combos, stances, and counters to terrible effect. Alas, his father was murdered several years ago. It is a wound that is yet to heal. Lux Armant, played by Ali, is another of the talent cast. She is a gold elf battle maestro who has made a name for herself due to her legendary violin talent. Her concerts are often overflowing and her fans swoon with every note. Her music is so powerful that it seems like magic, bolstering her allies and ruining her foes. Alright, let's get acquainted with the team.
Hey, howdy. My name's PJ. You can also call me Dante Ontmak. My character is a Rakshasa runecaster. I will be playing just that guy in general. Look like jet black hair, dead set eyes, kind of just oldish, but not too old, large gray beardish, kind of getting in there, and nice memories of my reckless luck throughout the days.
Very nice, very nice. So what kind of D&D experience do you bring to the table?
I'm actually currently in a campaign for Tomb of Annihilation, getting my ass handed to me over and over again by stupid traps. So, there's that.
Oh, that sounds brutal. Alright, up next, Damien.
Hello, I'm Damien. I'm playing the character Tobias Padfoot. I'm a race that doesn't actually exist, Electron. I'm playing a class that doesn't exist, a spell duelist. Both of these are also the equivalent of the rules I know for D&D. I've been playing off and on for quite a few years, over 10. And there's only one rule I know, to heart, and that is that the player's opinion matters.
Yeah, it's a good rule to live by as a DM. Alright, and Allie, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Allie. I am playing Lux Armant, the Gold Elf Battle Maestro.
All right, and what kind of D&D experience do you bring to the table?
I am the resident idiot in that this is my first go at it.
Definitely doesn't make you an idiot.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely not. All right, so Dante, you are after Krain because he has completely destroyed your livelihood. Less than a week ago, Krain convinced the Council of the Philosopher's Stone that you have been stealing his own research for your gains. You're basically jobless, and many of your friends have turned against you. The sting is fresh.
That fucking asshole. No, screw that guy. He's a turd. He's a little turd burglar, taking jobs and stuff.
Yeah, turd burglar. So you do have some good intel from a close friend still inside the League of the Philosopher's Stone named Shell Newsom that Krain Voliquet is doing some shady deals down at the Red Fisherman's Wharf, which is located at the dockyard. It's a great point to confront him since the dockyard has a distinct lack of guard detail. This is because, as you know, the neighboring harbor has been overfished, so it's deemed not worth protecting. That being said, being the brilliant cat that you are, you don't want to face him one-on-one. Those aren't very good odds, so fortunately you have a couple of friends outside the league who owe you some favors, named Lux and Tobias.
Oh, those two. Okay, where do I find them?
I was actually hoping that Lux and Tobias could answer this. Lux, where would I find you?
Well, I am at one of my concerts playing my most recent work of art, and the audience is dying of emotion. They're just there sobbing as they listen to this beautiful, moving music.
I dig it. All right, go ahead and roll a perform check for me.
Nat 1. Aw, shit. Bagpipes.
Worst roll ever.
More like nat 20 every time. So, 17, 23 total.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid roll. The audience is fawning.
Yeah, they are.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I'm one of the people that are trying to hold back tears from the beauty of the music.
So, Tobias is at Lux's concert, and she's putting on a great show. Dante, what are you going to do?
I don't want to be caught dead in that NSYNC convention, so I think I'm just going to hang back and maybe, like, barge into their green room.
NSYNC. All right, so you're waiting until after the concert is done, then?
I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to wait until after the concert's done and then make my way up and visit.
So he's basically in the back with the rest of the Magic Mike fans.
No, God, no.
All right, Lux, tell me about your finale. How do you end your beautiful concert?
So as those last bars start to fade, you start hearing explosions, and there's fireworks going off behind me. There's glitter shooting through the air.
Beautiful. The applause is deafening. So after the show, the audience is going to start filing out. Is Tobias going to leave with them?
Not really. He doesn't really have anywhere to go, and he's not in a real rush to get there.
Sounds good, so you're hanging back.
I'm just going to start shouting his name. Tobias! Where are you?
Tobias! Tobias!
I need help!
Recognizing Dante's voice, I'll head over to him.
All right, so you guys are meeting up to each other.
I figured I'd find him here, nerd. Sorry to chastise you. Hey, I am in some need of a help. I have a couple of favors I'm going to have to call on you for, and you owe me big time, so how about, before I go ahead and go over everything, let's get you and Lux together so I don't have to explain it twice.
All right, so Dante, you're asking Tobias to meet up with Lux.
Yeah.
All right, and Tobias, are you going to follow?
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay, so Lux, what are you doing right now?
I'm in my dressing room. My people are running around, packing up all the equipment, the glitter cannons, all that good stuff. You know, I've got my mirror here. Gotta admire the hair because it'd be a shame to not appreciate such an incredible work of art.
You know, if you keep staring at it, you're gonna go blind.
I don't think that's how that works. It'll improve my vision.
Anyways, I was hoping that you and Tobias would be able to help me out. Come over here.
Are you guys following him?
Yeah, even though I can't really hear what he's saying because he's so hushed, I walk over just so I can hear him better.
Lux, are you following too?
Yeah, I mean, I've still got the mirror, but I'll kind of wander in that direction.
I imagine you just pointing in the mirror facing me so that way you can see me from the reflection.
Dante enchanted it so that it would follow him. And she's just following the mirror.
She's just trying to get into the mirror's reflection, you know?
Honestly, that's probably a good idea.
Anyways, so whispering to these guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell them my plan of overthrowing Krain Voliquet. With that, also letting them know kind of my sources from Shell. Hey, guys, I'm really in a bind here. I need your guys' help. I was hoping that you guys would come with me to my place so we can discuss it further. I just need you to know I'm after the man who ruined my life. Hopefully you'll understand.
Why would we help?
Do you know how many countless things I've enchanted for you over the years? Do you know how many times I've risked my neck in the background to save your life? No, you don't. Because everything I do for you, I don't know.
So I was thinking, I really like the idea that my father left me a pair of boots with the built-in cold iron blades. They'll play into my backstory and let me roleplay some fancy acrobatics. And I could have come to Dante for the repairs at some point.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow that. They'll do like daggers damage, 1d4.
Dude, you have no fucking clue. Every time I played a warlock, I came against something that had resistance. I fucking hate resistance.
You know what's kind of funny? So one of the classes I'm designing, the Weapon Master, is basically the Spell Duelist except melee, and he has Cold Iron, he has Silver, he has magic weapons, etc.
I'm a crafty bastard.
Okay, fine. I do owe you pretty big for, a lot of that stuff.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get the right angle here in the mirror.
I'm just gonna can I yeet that mirror somewhere? I'ma yeet it.
You're yeeting the mirror? Okay, so Dante throws the mirror.
Yeet!
Hey!
And if it wasn't for me, that instrument you play wouldn't have you on that stage. I need your guys' help.
Okay, first of all, if you think I don't have 20 more mirrors like that, you're wrong. And second, what exactly do you want from me now that you have my attention, that you got so rudely?
Listen, I'm gonna kill this man. Krain, he's ruined my life. I just need you guys to make sure that things don't go south.
Murder, you say?
You guys are just glorified bodyguards. I mean friends.
Alright, if we're doing some murdering, I guess I can tag along.
I'm glad that got your attention.
So you guys have a few hours before nightfall. What is your game plan?
Great, let's head back to my place. Shower up, clean up, grab stuff. I got a map room, too.
So as you guys leave the auditorium, go ahead and roll a perception check.
What's perception based off of?
I rolled a 4.
Wisdom.
I rolled a 6 then.
I got half of that.
Yeah, I got a 3.
I'm very, I have a lot on my mind. I'm very stressed out.
So you guys are distracted thinking about murdering Krain, that you guys don't notice this guy cutting a pouch of gold coins off of Tobias. But you do notice that the skeleton guard, he reaches out like a grappling hook, and he catches this man and pulls him in. Sir Padfoot, this man has stolen from you. My name is Stoli Bren, and at this juncture, you have 3 options. You can cut his left hand off. He offers you his sword. You can challenge him to a duel, or we can throw him in the stockades and see if he lasts a week.
The guy looks like he weighs 100 pounds soaking wet. Challenge him to a duel.
I will challenge him to a duel.
That's right.
So the skeleton releases this man who starts to whimper, "Please, no, don't. My name is Linus Garrett and I have a family." Alright, so you don't need to roll initiative. I'm going to let you go first.
You heard that, people. Back up. Linus needs to die.
Does that name ring a bell?
Go ahead and roll history.
14 plus whatever negative modifier I've got.
For intelligence, you got a +1.
15.
Get him. Murder.
So you recognize Garrett as a surf level name, which is below the talent class, and this guy is groveling in front of you.
Oh, in that case, flaming uppercut.
Flame punch?
Yeah, sorry. I rolled a 13.
Alright, you hit this guy. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, 8.
Alright, so with 8 damage, you punch into this guy. He doubles over. His clothes start to catch fire. He's burning. He's screaming until the screams come to a halt and Linus Garrett is no more.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I know. Gross. He's just here dead in the floor now.
Yeah, so this body is just in the middle of the road, burnt up, charred, and the skeleton guard walks over, picks him up, and carries him off the road. All right, justice has been served.
I think that man learned his lesson. Did you grab your money back?
In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and grab my pouch back because, I need that money.
You need that money. All right, so after that fun little foray, you guys go ahead and head back to Tobias's manor. It's in the Nobles district, behind the wall that separates the two districts.
Guys, I don't feel like walking. Let's jet it.
Is there a carriage, or what are we, grabbing a taxi?
In this city, there is a taxi system of basically personal helicopters that seat 4 each, and the driver's completely mechanical. It can take you into the Noble's vicinity so long as you have a Noble with you.
And we're just so lucky to be graced by a noble right next to us.
You're welcome.
So you guys go up and over the wall using this helicopter service, and you fly nearby Tobias's manor, which from the outside, it doesn't look very big, maybe 1,600 square feet, but on the inside, it is much larger, defying logic. Tobias, go ahead and set the scene. What does your manor look like?
It's big.
Wow, it's big in here, man.
Once inside the front door, you're opened up to a main hall almost as large as a stadium. Beyond that, you can see various doors that lead to different ways. Some with stairs going up, some with stairs going down. There's also 2 balconies. Each one, in a horseshoe way, travels down to the next floor.
That's awesome. All right, so the windows themselves peer out into other dimensions. Tell me, what do I see when I look out the windows?
Which windows?
Let's go with the main hall.
The windows of the highest setting show the lights, the stars, the various suns in the astral planes. The ones that are lowest show coral reefs, large fish, and a very beautiful ocean floor.
I fucking love it, man. All right, so what are you guys doing to prepare? Remember that Tobias and Lux, you guys don't know too much other than Dante wants this guy dead. And also, Tobias has maps because we've already established that he has a map room.
Heading towards the left of the hallway, we enter the map room. Various scrolls, different assortment of oddities. Some that glow, some that shine lights, some that just look like plain pieces of paper. As Dante describes the layout of everything he's dealing with, how he got kicked out, who did it, his informant, giving us the breakdown, Lux is producing a melody that creates a visual aura to draw out everything that he is describing so that we can both hear and see how it's going. Dante corrects her every once in a while from the small mistakes to where we reach the point of where we understand what happened. Now, we need to figure out what we're going to do about it.
Dude, that is fucking epic.
Damn, son. He gets an inspiration point.
I couldn't agree more. Tobias, go ahead and get an inspiration point.
I don't know what that even means.
It's basically advantage on your choice of role.
You get to choose to re-roll any roll, but just that one time.
Sweet.
Just rummaging around, looking through his books, seeing if any of those will have kind of old information about Padfoot.
The only thing you're going to find in there is just street locations, world locations, astral projections, names of some stars, some various things that I don't even understand.
I'm noticing a couple of these book pages are stuck together, too.
That's also my father.
Right.
I rolled a 16 on my bluff check, fucker.
All right, now you gotta believe him. Unless you can beat him on an insight roll.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, I got a 12. I suppose that's interesting that you kept these. Just slide the books back into place. All right, so Krain is hiding at the docks. From my informant I had spoken to, Shel Silverstein.
Shell Newsom.
Shel Newsom. It was told to me that he would be hiding there, like a coward he is. So, I suggest we wait until night and then stab him in the eyes. Or the face. Or his chest. I don't care.
So you just gotta stab him. Does that mean you guys are bringing like a sword or a dagger or something? Because none of you guys have this on your person.
I kind of retract my tiny cat paws.
Fair enough. So Shell told you he's going to be at the Red Fisherman's Wharf at the dockyard.
Lux, do you know where we can grab some weapons?
Well, if we're stabbing him in the eye, I can always just use my violin bow.
So you're covered. How about us?
I don't know, figure it out.
I mean, you don't have to stab him per se. You each have magic, you know? Plus, like you said, Dante, you've got leopard claws because you're a Rakshasa.
I mean, I know I'm set.
I'm a walking magical dagger of death.
You realize, Anthony, it was you who had suggested that we find weapons.
No, I was just asking if you guys were looking for weapons. I wasn't suggesting it.
We're not looking for weapons.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, so you guys are going to wait until nightfall and head out?
Yep. Do we get a well-fed buff? Because I'm pretty sure we ate while we were home, or while I was home.
What'd you guys eat?
Whatever's in his pantries.
Not fish.
No well-fed buff. All right, so are you guys taking a taxi into the dockyard?
We'll go halfway and then walk the rest. I think that's smarter.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea so you don't alert anybody of your presence.
Should we roll for stealth?
Yeah, we'll start that now. Go ahead, everybody give me a stealth roll.
Stealth is dex, yeah?
Stealth is dex.
+4, I have a 13 plus 4, 17, basic math.
Very nice, good roll.
I have a 24.
Damn, good roll.
I have 18.
That's still pretty damn good. You got 17, 18, and 24.
I'm whispering to them, all right, guys, it's time to go sneaky.
You guys are pretty damn stealthy. Definitely stealthy enough not to be seen. You guys make it into the dockyard near the Red Fisherman's Wharf. And you notice something. A 40-foot swell stretches as far as the eye can see. The shape stands frozen against the horizon, yet you can see water flowing upwards instead of towards you. The air blows inward, carrying with it the scent of the ocean. The moisture of the wind is stripped and joins the towering tsunami. The beachward sand before the tidal wave is completely desiccated. At the epicenter, a beautiful yet feral woman stands at 5'4". Her dusty brown hair blows back in arcane resurgence. Her clothes are tattered and discolored, signifying her low caste.
It's a hell of a perception check if we can see how tall she is.
Nah, she's just standing next to a yardstick, so you can see exactly how tall she is. Go ahead and give me search rolls.
19 natural. I rolled a natural 19 plus whatever search is intelligence. 25.
7.
5 for me.
Okay.
I'm on the hunt. My ass is searching around. I'm fucking spazzed out by this lady. I don't want her murdering me.
So, Tobias notices damaged fishing gear, such as spears, lines, fishing hooks. Dante, you notice satchels of tools and 4-foot by 4-foot planks of driftwood. What are you guys gonna do?
How far are we inland from her giant swell?
You're about 100 feet away, and she doesn't notice you yet.
I make note of the boards, but I say we sneak further, see if we can find Krain.
Yeah, well, she's powerful and whatnot. We're not really looking for her, so we're going to keep looking for him.
All right, so you guys are moving towards the Red Fisherman's Wharf,
Not towards her, away and around.
making an L shape then?
If L is away and around.
You guys don't quite make it to the Red Fisherman's Wharf before the tsunami comes crashing towards you. Did you guys grab the driftwood boards?
No, I made note of it. If the tsunami's coming, I'm definitely running towards them.
Are all three of you making a run for these boards as the tsunami's coming towards you?
Hell yeah.
I grab one and throw one to Lux.
So you guys can tell that the tsunami is headed straight for the Red Fisherman's Wharf. That is the target, but it's definitely going to sweep over you. You guys do manage to grab these driftwood surfboards before the tsunami comes crashing over you. So you guys are going to ride the wave. So go ahead and give me some athletics checks.
That classic surf scene. I rolled a 7 plus 0.
Is there any way I can roleplay this into acrobatics?
Yeah, I can give you that. Go ahead and describe it to me.
I'm going to go to pick up the board, and I want to backflip onto the wave itself as it hits.
I dig it. Go ahead and roll.
12 plus 6.
Very nice, very nice.
Always so graceful. Padfoot.
What's it based on?
That's strength.
I got 10.
Dante, you don't manage to stay upright, but I'm going to let you keep the board.
I'll take it.
So, Tobias, you do your backflip onto the wave, and you're elegantly, gracefully start riding it. Lux, you're not quite as graceful, but you do like a 180 and hop onto this wave with your surfboard. And you guys are riding through this tube that the tsunami is making, right? Dante, you're more of like a luge, and it's about 40 feet of travel before you guys make it out of this tube and on top of this newly flooded area.
Jesus Christ, who the hell is she?
She's not one of your guys?
She's not wearing red. I assume that's what we wear.
So you can see that her clothes are tattered and torn. They're not very bright. They're dark shades of brown. They're dirty. So with that, you can assume that she's probably a surf or a quarantine.
She's clearly pond scum making a splash.
I thought those infested motherfuckers didn't have power like this.
She may have been downcast.
Outcast is another tier, so I guess in your mind she could be an outcast.
That's where I'm headed if I don't kill Krain.
Hey Dante, look around. Do you see anybody else? I don't see this guy at all.
Dante, go ahead and roll search.
It's an 11 plus 4.
So 15?
Yes, sir.
So you can tell that there was nobody else around. It's literally just the four of you in this entire zone. And you can see she lifts up out of the water, this rush of ocean, holding her in place, and her eyes are glowing blue.
Lux, go talk her down, Christ.
Well, my first instinct here is to try to get out of here.
Start doggy paddling and shit.
And that's when she notices you.
My tail splashing in the water like a little tugboat.
You guys are just doggy paddling on your makeshift surfboards?
I'm on my belly. I'm no good at this. I don't like water very much.
Not the least bit.
Some innate fear. I'm not sure. I hate it.
Roll initiative.
So, unnatural 20.
13.
I got 9.
9.
Alright, so the order is Dante, then Tobias, then this unknown mysterious lady, and then Lux. With a raw and powerful voice, she calls to, "You are not Krain Voliquet! Yet I see the marks of nobility! So you too are doomed to die by my hand!" Alright, and Dante, you're up.
She's obviously a spastic, so I am going to... How far is she?
So she's gotten a little bit closer. She's about 40 feet away now, and you guys are all about 10 feet apart. Dante, you're in the center, Lux on the left, Tobias on the right.
Okay, but she's within, like... If I move up to her, I can hit her?
So I'll give you your full movement on the surfboard. So as long as you don't use a melee attack, you can surf up to her and then blast her.
Or yeah, we're we're full on moving with that surf. We're fucking cruising on there.
Yeah, you're cruising. So 30 feet per 6 seconds, 5 feet a second.
Yeah, I'm using Ekgard, my old faithful.
Old Faithful Ekgard. Go ahead and roll your attack.
It's 14 plus 7, so 21.
That's a solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And that one's 10 power, which is 1d8. 6.
All right, so you throw your lightning bolt at her, and it just makes her angrier.
The middle finger, I don't care.
Lightning bolt in the shape of a middle finger.
That's awesome. I'm going to ready an action.
Okay, what are you readying?
In the chance that something targets Lux, I'm going to use my Aqua Beam as a beam charge to push her away from danger.
So, beam charge doesn't move your target, it only moves you. And are you targeting Lux?
I'm sorry, I changed that. It would be kinetic thrust that I'm thinking of.
So, is your plan to target Lux with an arcane blast and then an arcane thrust in the event that something targets her?
Not her specifically, but the water near her to push her away.
So, you're going to push water away from her?
Sure.
So I'm thinking if you target the water around her with this blast and then this thrust, it'll sink her more than anything. If you target her, it'll probably push her away and then knock her off of her board.
So you're saying I'd have to roll a bunch of 20s to get this to work right?
Yeah, don't knock me off.
Man, you better be healing me good. Alright, freezing armor. Can I get within range to rock blast this woman?
Yeah, like I said before, surfing is going to be your full movement. Normally swimming is only half your movement, but you guys are able to cruise a little bit quicker. And I personally think it's a lot more fun to have you guys just surf up and ride these waves.
Oh, I'm so acrobatically surfing this thing. And plus, it's only like 20 miles an hour, so...
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your acrobatics.
Oh, 18 plus 6.
Yeah, you're doing tricks even, like a 180 midair.
In the middle of that 180, I'm going to just throw this huge boulder.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
18 total.
That hits, or go ahead and roll damage.
4 damage total.
All right, I'm assuming you're going to follow up.
Make it blow.
All right, she fails her dex save. So your rock explodes into a million pieces and sends shrapnel in all directions. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. For 10.
Damn, that's some good damage. And you can see she's even angrier now. She's furious. And she creates this hand out of the ocean that's larger than each of you and just slaps it across all three of you. Roll dexterity saves.
Dex. 5. Thank God. Plus 15. I got a 20 total.
Mine's 11 plus 4, 15.
Mine's 11 total.
All right, Lux, I'm sorry, but you're taking the damage. Tobias jumps out of the way one, Dante the other. Go ahead and take 5 points of damage, and then it's your turn.
Well, I guess I better heal myself. So I'm gonna start playing and invigorating him and add a healing chant in there.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay, that's an 18.
Beautiful. Perfect. All right, you gain 1 shear, and then go ahead and roll your healing.
Alright, that was 2.
+1 for the intensity. You heal yourself for 3 points. All right, now we're up to the top. Dante, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Unwrath Allura. So I'm just gonna stun and I'm gonna throw a stun grenade at her face. Concussive blast.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
It was an 11 plus 7, 18.
That's a good hit. She saves against the stun, though. So go ahead and roll damage.
So it's gonna be, I believe, 8 power. Let me go ahead and double check.
Good, buddy. I got your stun damage coming up.
So 7, which gives me 1d6.
All right, go ahead and roll.
4.
4 is not that bad of damage. All right, next up is Tobias.
Tobias, continuing to surfing in her direction, whips up to do a rodeo backflip. 16 plus acrobatics.
All right, I'll give it to you.
Using that as a distraction to get into her face with an arcane blast.
So shooting ranged attack into melee range is disadvantage. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, give me a second. 18. 9. So I want to re-roll my 9 with my awesome role-playing skills here.
So normally you can't use your inspiration like that, but for the narrative, I think I'll allow it.
I will take that. For a 17.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
5 damage.
Okay, and then follow up.
Kinetic thrust. I'm going to push her ass into the water. 18 total.
Good hit, roll damage.
4.
All right, so you thrust her underwater, and she is a water mage, by the way. And next up, it's her turn.
Well, she either has to come up or stay down, but either way, it's going to buy us something.
Are you sure about that?
Look, man, I just want to use my aquatic beam properly, and she needs to be in the water, and so do I. It's coming.
That's what you think. So she reaches her arms out, and you can barely see it under the muddled water, but her hands are glowing, and the water starts to whirlpool around her, creating a vortex. You all are caught in this whirlpool and thrusted onto damp sand. She's standing 10 feet away from you, and these walls of water create almost an arena. And it's Lux's turn. What you got for me?
How do they keep us in exactly? Like, are they solidified almost? Are they just push back, or can we swim through them? Like, how much does it take to get through them?
Yeah, I mean, you could go into the water. That's all it is just water circling around in a 30-foot radius.
All right.
How far away is she again?
At this point, she's about 10 feet away.
Okay, I think I'm gonna keep healing myself.
Yeah, go ahead and heal yourself. Roll perform check.
11.
And is that 11 total? Because you do have a +6 to perform.
Oh yeah, that's 17 then.
All right, that's a good perform check. Go ahead and gain 1 shear and roll your healing.
6.
You are now fully healed.
Sweet.
All right, now we're back up to the top. That's Dante.
Heck God, I'm gonna shock her while she's underwater.
So she's not underwater right now. If you wanted to ready an attack for when she is underwater, you could do that.
You know what? I'll just shock the shit out of her.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack.
7 plus 9, so 16.
All right, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
What was it, 2?
Okay, not bad. Tobias, you're up.
Anyone within melee range of her?
No, you're all about 10 feet away from her. No one's in melee.
I got the perfect 10-foot spell for her.
All right.
I got a 15 total.
15 to hit.
15 to hit, 11 damage. And then blast explosion.
All right, blast explosion. She succeeds on her dex save. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries.
Though you can definitely see she's looking hurt, and her eyes start to glow white, and she reaches a hand into the air with the same white glow. And as she does, the whirlpool encloses on you and gets closer and closer and closer until it swallows you whole and launches you into the air. Go ahead and roll dex saves.
+5. Shit. I got 6.
9 plus I add my 2 for dex, and if it's a save, +4.
14 total.
So Lux contorts her body in such a way that she hits the water and takes less damage. The other two of you are caught off guard and slam hard into the ocean surface. 8 damage to Tobias and Dante and 4 damage to Lux. All right, Lux, you're up. And right now you cannot see Onara.
Okay, so she's underwater, but is she still 10 feet away?
You can't tell.
If she's underwater, you can't really see her. She obviously won't be able to hear you.
Yeah, she definitely can't hear you.
Are we on water?
Yeah, so right now you guys are on the surface and your surfboards are nearby.
So we're treading water, right?
Yeah, you guys are treading water right now.
You both have taken 8 damage, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and who's closest to me?
You guys are all about the same distance away from each other.
Paddling slightly closer towards her.
So, even with the whole getting hit by water and everything, am I still playing the violin throughout all this?
I'll say as long as you get to your surfboard, you won't have lost your cheer. And your surfboard is nearby, so you could swim to it, get up on it, and then play your violin.
Alright, I'm getting on my surfboard.
All right, you get up onto your surfboard. Go ahead and roll your perform check.
That's 13.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Not good enough for the healing, but still very beautiful music. All right, and next up is Dante. You still can't see her.
I start, cat paddling over towards that there driftwood. That way I'm not fucked underwater.
All right, so you swim to your surfboard. Do you want to do anything else, ready in action or anything?
Yeah, I'll ready in action. I'll take a dodge. I'm just kind of like looking underneath me. Yeah, anyone who makes an attack has a disadvantage. I have to make a dex save with advantage.
Jesus.
All right, now we're on Tobias.
Can I stick my head underwater and do a perception check?
Yeah, so from your sixth sense, you can tell about the direction she's in. So if you swim underwater in that direction and then make a perception check, I'll let you attack her.
Do I have to roll for that or role play it?
Yeah, roll the perception, and then if you succeed, you can attack.
15 plus, I think, 1.
Yeah, you can see her. She's waving her arms in some sort of incantation.
Oh, God. 20.
Natural 20?
Yeah, natural 20.
Oh, damn, you got a crit. Roll that damage.
13.
Damn, 13? It's a lot of damage.
And then beam charge it. Oh, I love you, little die.
All right, roll your attack.
22.
Beautiful. Roll damage.
8 more. Good God.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, she's hurting. All right, so she shoots upward through the water, bringing Tobias up with her to the surface, and she's being held up by the ocean, and she creates this massive fist of ocean water and throws it in Dante's and Lux's direction.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm going to take a free action on this one. Pulling me out of the water with a gasp breath, and I'm going to say, you sleazy, cheating bitch.
All right, so due to the disadvantage, she misses Dante. You manage to jump out of the way of this fist.
Yeah, and I saw it and I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and paddled away.
And the Lux roll also missed. You guys got really lucky there.
Just a wild haymaker out of nowhere.
Yeah, just a wild, massive ocean haymaker. And it lands right between the two of you, and you guys dodge to either direction. And now it's Lux's turn.
All right, I want to get back on my damn surfboard.
All right, what else do you want to do?
I want to shoot this bitch with my crossbow.
All right, do it to it.
Okay, that's 15.
Nice, good hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 9.
You shoot her, and your crossbow bolt shoots straight into her heart, and you watch her fall back off of her tower of water and into the ocean. And with her body, the ocean retreats as well, and you guys fall onto soil. Damp soil, but soil nonetheless. And Inara Finn is no longer there.
Did you see what that street urchin did to us?
I saw it. I don't know about you guys.
I'm like shaking off my clothes.
Jesus Christ, was she protecting that dude?
She seemed pissed off at you and me.
So, from your eidetic memory, you can work out that she was after Krain too.
No, I knew that.
Okay.
Are you going to tell Tobias's dumbass what your eidetic memory said?
No, we all saw.
This is your conscience speaking.
She clearly was after Crane as well. Lord knows why she was after us and Crane. She brought in that stupid 7 pits of, I don't know, 7 seas. I had something there.
Well, that was a giant waste of time. Who gave you this information? Because this guy was not here.
Shel Silverstein.
Shell Newsome.
Shel Newsome. She did not know some information. Knew some.
Did she not Newsome, or did she lie to you?
We'll find out. We'll put the screws to her.
But at first, I'm at least healing myself, so I can heal y'all if you like.
Alright, so you're playing your violin, and it's this beautiful music, so good, in fact, that your wounds start to stitch themselves together.
Hey, Lux, can I get a heal too?
I guess.
Thank you kindly.
So the only one with any damage on them right now is Dante.
No, I was hoping that I was kind of listening along and getting healed. I felt better. Lux, I need a lullaby.
Alright, why not?
Alright, what are you guys doing now?
We should stay put and mope.
Alright, go ahead and make a mope check.
A natural fail.
Alright, so you're bawling your fucking eyes out.
We should head back to somewhere.
Philosopher's Stone location, place, thingy.
I suppose if Shel's there.
Alright, so you know Shell to be more of this academic type character, and you can expect her to be in the League of the Philosopher's Stone headquarters, probably doing some kind of research. And you still have access since they had just kicked you out like less than a week ago. I guess your old administrative division isn't on top of things.
I think I can still get in and slip by the front desk.
I got nothing better going on. It sounds like this guy took your cookie. Let's go get it back. If we have to go through her, so be it.
Alright, sure, let's do it.
Okay. I interlock their arms and start to skip.
So you guys start skipping down the beach. Are you guys heading to the taxi service? Because it can take you over to the League of the Philosopher's Stone headquarters.
Yeah, nobleman, get us a taxi.
Alright, skip, 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 fly, fly, fly. This 4-person helicopter flies you from the dockyard to the talent district where the headquarters of the League of the Philosopher's Stone is. It's a short walk before you find yourself in front of the League of the Philosopher's Stone headquarters, and it's these spires that reach impossibly into the sky with several layers of winding structures like fingers. The building is unnaturally top-heavy, with the highest levels being the widest, and the entryway is small enough to fit inside of your manor. There's 2 different elevated levels of rock faces that are lifted into the air, holding the upper echelon of towers.
I walk up to the front door, I suppose.
So you reach for the handle, and it blinks for a second, then glows green. And you know this would happen because you used to work in the building. And all it is just recognizing that you have authority to be here. You walk into this grand entryway, and the service desk just has this lone sitting man.
Guys, quickly, sneak in.
We quickly follow behind him.
Are you talking to the man, or are you just walking up to the door?
Lux, distract him. We'll just go past as she talks to him.
Dante, you know that the way this building works is you think of a room, you reach for the door and open it, and it opens to the room that you were thinking of.
I know this.
Does that mean you have to have seen the room to be able to go to it yourself?
Yes.
Dante explained all this to us while we were in the map room.
So are we just following along?
No, you're supposed to be talking to the guard.
Yeah, he's not really a guard, he's more of a receptionist.
Tell him we're visiting.
So, how are you approaching or getting by this receptionist? What is your game plan?
Wait, he knows me. We're just still standing at the front door, kind of just discussing.
I take it he saw us walk in.
Yeah, but we're whispering in the corner, guys. Shh.
That's not suspicious at all. You can see this man, he's just sitting there reading some kind of book.
Oh, then he didn't even see us. He's busy. He's waiting for us to go to him.
Yeah, listen, Lux, Tobias, I think you guys can act as my casual guests. We're simply here to meet a friend, not murder anyone. But if he gets suspicious, Lux, I need you to take that violin bow and just shove it in his face.
All right, sounds good.
All right, on 3. Break.
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
Oh, I walk over to him all nonchalantly, very, very exaggerated though.
Very, very exaggerated. So are you talking to him?
Good day, good sir. We are simply here, but good travelers.
Well,
No. We're here to see Shell, and yeah, I don't. You know what? I don't even talk to him. I just kind of.
Do you know this guy? Is this the same receptionist that's always there?
It looks like the same old guy. Hey, old timer.
Yes, Sonny.
Don't call me Sonny. Listen, we're here to visit Shell. Is she in?
Last I knew, she was in the alchemist's lab. She was cooking something up in there.
Good. Can you let her know? Or we're having a meeting. Just keep anyone away. It's private.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I just don't want us to be disturbed. And then I kind of like flick him a gold piece.
He kind of just looks at you quizzically because one gold piece really doesn't amount to anything with you in the talent class.
And then I pull out my dagger.
And yeah, so it's a gold piece, and then he looks at me, and then I unsheath the dagger.
So you're threatening the receptionist?
no.
Yes.
Roll intimidate.
Well, I rolled a 13, my intimidate, which is something I'm proficient in, +4. So 17.
All right, so he does cower back into his chair, and he doesn't want to say another word to you.
It's easy. We're here for a meeting. Tell anyone else to go away. And then I walk up to the door.
All right, so you open this door into this massive 40-foot by 40-foot laboratory, and there's all kinds of alembics, there's tubings running in all kinds of directions with varying hues of fluids, reds, greens, blues, just bouncing back and forth between all these different vials and alembics, just all kinds of glassware scattered everywhere.
I walk in pretty loudly and just go, "Oh, Shell."
All right. A 5'3" elven figure stands elegantly against the backdrop of the laboratory in elaborate white and red robes with burning scarlet hair. She's wearing extravagant gold and emerald jewelry that contrasts exquisitely against her garments while she reads an ancient but well-kept tome that sits on an easel. You recognize this as Shell. Her eyes widen.
Someone guard the door.
I stand by the door.
Can I block it before she gets there? Is she heading for it?
You can try. She's not heading for the door right this second, but you don't know what she's gonna do.
Well, I'm heading for it.
All right, roll athletics.
9.
Okay, so you don't quite make it before she does. She notices that you're trying to make a run for it, so she just breaks too. She pauses for a split second, twists the door, opens it, and runs through, closes it behind her. Roll a perception to see if you can tell what's on the other side of this door.
Oh, well, I got a nat 20, so I'm very sure of where she went.
I'm pretty sure I'd have to roll with disadvantage for that.
Well, luckily for you, Tobias, the nat 20 that Dante rolled is definitely going to see the room.
Yeah, I had my eyes tracked on her. I was focused for fucking Shell.
So, Dante, the split second that this door was open, you could tell that it was opened into the arachnid hatchery because you could see scorpions and spiders and all kinds of creepy, crawly critters.
How many doors are into there?
You know there to be 3 doors.
If we all go to a door, I can send us each to a different door. Quickly, spider room door 1.
You have to get there first.
Yeah, can he open up the portal behind me and shove me through?
Yeah, he could.
There we go, spider door 1.
All All right, so Lux, I'm assuming you're going to go through the door that Shell had just gone through, and then Tobias and Dante, you're going to backtrack and go back through the door you came, and you guys are going to try and corner her?
Yeah.
All right, so all four of you are in the spider room right now. Dante and Tobias, you're on one end. Exactly the opposite of you is Shell, and then at the bottom of this T is Lux.
Well, I had it figured differently. Basically, if Lux was chasing after Shell, she'd be at the same door, and then I would push Pat through a door, and I would go through the third.
Yeah, so that's basically true, except that Shell connected to a different door than Lux did.
Okay. At least we have her surrounded.
Yeah, or she could just go back through the door that she came in. All right, now let's take a minute to roll initiative, because these rounds I think are going to be a little bit funky. I'll let you guys all go first, and then she'll run.
17... 20 total.
18.
15.
All right, so we got Tobias, then Dante, then Lux. Go ahead and make your move, Tobias.
I need the room explained to me. How close are the walls? What's around the walls? How many spiders we talking?
All right, so the room is 30 feet from end to end, with the middle of the T being halfway between the two. And these spiders are massive, and they're swarming, and they're free. So it's kind of just, you're going to take some damage if they get to you.
How far away is she from me?
So she's at the other end, so about 30 feet away from you.
Yeah, I was hoping to have her surrounded in a room not full of spiders. I could always be like, take us to the cuddly room.
Well, from what I understand it, you have to be able to mentally visualize the room. So you can basically go anywhere you need to with your eidetic memory. I figured I'm probably going to have to run up a wall or something to get a good view of the whole area and try to do a concentration check so I can try to back out myself.
Yeah, no, just go back into what's-her-name's room or make a mad dash and, tackle her.
All right, Tobias, what are you going to do?
Is she within my line of sight?
Yeah, so she's directly across from you. So all four of you have line of sight to each other.
All right, perception check to memorize the area because I want to go back through the portal or the door and try to get her from behind.
Yeah, so you don't have to memorize the room. You don't have to roll for it. You just have to know that you're going to go from one end of the room to the other.
Yeah, it's spider room, man.
I just figured you had to know where you wanted to land since there was multiple doors. Can I rock blast to put a rock through the door?
So you open this door that's right behind you, and on the other side there's Shell. And it's a very surreal experience because you can see yourselves in infinity. So go ahead and roll your attack.
I got a 17 total.
Good hit. What's your damage?
You also hit yourself. You're in your way.
8. Explosion for Dex.
She saves, but you also have to worry about yourselves. So both you and Dante are going to roll dex saves.
Oh man, I saved.
All right.
I got a 9.
All right, you fail. Tobias, go ahead and roll damage against Dante.
7.
You dirty bastard.
I'm so sorry, I didn't see you.
As I'm coughing gravel,
All right, Dante, you're up.
I fire back. I fire back with an Ek guard.
All right, so you're going to hit both him and Shell?
No, I'm not gonna hit him.
Okay.
Good. Besides, I have electric resistance.
Yeah, that's true.
So I rolled an 18 plus 7 for my hit.
Good hit. Roll damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right, next up, Lux.
Okay, where is she now?
So she's about 15 to 20 feet from you. Like I said, you're at the bottom of the T, and then Shell is on your right. Dante and Tobias are on your left. And there's dozens of creepy, crawly spiders and scorpions just crawling all over the place.
Well, what I really want to do is shoot my crossbow at her and just try to get it through the hem of her robes.
All right, that sounds good. Go ahead and roll an attack.
16.
All right, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
2.
All right, and that's +3 for 5 damage, so solid damage. And now these spiders and scorpions are going to start crawling towards Dante, Tobias, and Shell. Roll dexterity saves.
Oh God.
Dear God. I don't know how to explain this, but I'm on a roll right now. 18 plus 5.
Damn, that's a good save. So you easily flick these spiders and these scorpions off of your body.
I rolled a 19, and I thought it was unfair, so I re-rolled, and it was a 17, so.
You intentionally gave yourself disadvantage.
I felt bad.
Nah, it's a good save. So the scorpion's about to sting you, and you feint out of the way and then crush it.
Low-key druid.
Yeah, low-key druid. Alright, and Shell, she's not so lucky. So she takes some damage from the scorpions and the spiders, and then she makes a break for Lux. And she throws this fireball at you, Lux, while she's running at you, and you take 2 damage. She also manages to open the door behind you, but doesn't make it through, so you can still see where she's heading. And then Lux and Shell, you're occupying the same space in a tactical sort of sense. Back to the top, it's Tobias, then Dante. What are you guys gonna do?
So wait a second. She opened the door. What happens when I try to open the door that's behind me to that door?
Yeah, closes her door.
No, you can't do it. You can't connect a closed door to an open door.
Fucking occupied light. Fuck it. I guess I'll nega blast her.
Because that's the name of your attack.
It really is.
Nega Blast!
Oh, God, Christ.
Alright, go ahead and roll attack.
I believe you named your own shit. Yeah, I believe it.
God damn. 24.
Damn, good hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
3.
Yeah, that's not bad on a d4. And she's going to take a penalty to attack for 2 points. Are you going to do anything else, or are you going to move?
As close as I can.
Alright, so Lux, Tobias, and Shell are all in melee with each other. Dante, what are you going to do?
All right, so am I within move distance to, attack for range touch?
Yeah, you can move up to her and then make a melee attack.
I do so. I fucking run up to her, and I'm like, get over here, Shell, you piece of shit!
She's got this worried look in her eyes as you rush at her.
I use my Tilly Allura Asni Whistle, which is touch immense slam strong. I'm fucking choke slamming her to the fucking floor.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, go ahead and roll attack.
So 14 plus 7, so 21.
Damn, that's a good hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I rolled a 3, and a 4.
That's pretty good.
It's not bad. Choke slammed it straight to the floor.
Alright, Lux, you're up. What do you want to do? Keep in mind, all of you guys are right now in melee range.
I'm gonna smash her with my violin.
Smash the door?
Ooh, don't kill her, don't kill her.
Alright, roll attack.
I mean, definitely hit her real hard, but don't kill her.
Okay, that's 18.
That's a good hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
3.
That's perfect. Alright, so you smash your violin across her face, and she whips around and then falls face first into the floor. Quick question. Was that lethal damage or non-lethal damage? Your choice.
Wasn't supposed to be lethal.
Alright, so you're going for non-lethal.
Yeah, knock that bitch out. Hit her.
So you guys have an unconscious Shell between the spider hatchery and the observatory. What are you guys gonna do?
Let's haul her into the observatory and interrogate her.
I'm looking around at the spiders. Is there any cool loot here?
Lux, you're gonna have to carry her. You're the strongest out of all of us.
Sounds about right.
That's literally true.
As you saddle her onto your shoulder, I give Shell a couple good slaps in the face. Not to wake her up, just to physically harm her a little bit.
Just gonna smack her around, not wake her up. Alright, so you have her in the observatory. What are you guys gonna do?
Should we tie her up?
Yeah.
And then we need to wake her up.
Yeah, let's tie her up, and then we'll go ahead and interrogate her as to why she fed me shit information.
Alright, so you tie her up to some of this whirring equipment that, Dante, you don't quite understand how it works because it's not your area of expertise. And then you give her a few slaps, and she's starting to come to.
I shake her real hard. Why did you feed me shit information, Joker? Not Joker, obviously. Why did you feed me shit information, Shell?
Stop! Please! He said he was gonna take care of you. You weren't supposed to come back.
Oh, so did you hire that assassin too?
What? What? No. She wasn't an assassin. She was after Krain as well.
How do you know about the assassin?
She wasn't an assassin. Krain was thinking if he could pitch you two against each other, the survivor would be severely weakened, and he could take them out. And it seems like, Dante, you were the survivor.
Lux, since you're the strong one, gut check her since she knew she gave me shit information.
Alright, sounds good. Should I violin bash her?
Whatever you want to hit her with is fine with me. Unless she wants to tell me something useful.
I don't know anything else. Are you going to violin smash her? You get advantage on your attacks because she's immobilized.
Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it.
Chaotic evil at its finest.
I'm not hitting her. At most, I'm an accomplice.
Alright, so that's 14.
Alright, you managed to hit this bound woman. Go ahead and roll damage.
Don't make it sound so terrible.
You guys are villains.
Yeah, well, she better tell me something useful. She's about to get hit real hard.
3.
Real gently hard.
You knock one of her teeth out.
Oh my god!
She's spitting up blood.
I grab her by the collar. You gonna talk now?
Ah, what do you want from me?
Tell me where Krain is.
All right, I'll get him for you.
Oh, now you're gonna talk.
Well, she said she'll give us Krain, and I think that's the least she can do at this point.
You know where he is, or what? How? Tell me.
Listen, I just need a few days. We'll set a trap for him. I'll tell him that he was successful.
And if you run, or if you tell him anything else, how am I gonna trust you? You've already set me up.
Look, he was going to end my career too. He was blackmailing me. He was going to turn on me. I couldn't go through what you're going through. I'm not that strong.
Well, your teeth sure ain't.
Your wallet won't be after this either.
I mean, we might take some things depending on how this goes. But understand, I don't want to kill you. I want to kill Krain. And with my position freeing up, who knows, you might be entitled to a higher status.
With Krain out of the picture, you can be reinstated, and then I can take his position. Which honestly makes more sense because you're more of the linguimantic side, and she's more of the alchemical side, and that's the same as Krain.
I know where I fit in this position. With him out of the picture, you know, you'll be able to take over as head honcho in this joint.
So we have a deal? And you can untie me now?
We have a deal.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How much cash you got on you?
Yeah, we need some sort of collateral.
I said we had a deal. They don't have a deal.
Well, what do you want for collateral? I don't carry cash or gold.
Start looking around for shiny objects.
What do you have of value?
So currently you guys are in the observatory, and she's more alchemical, so everything of value that she owns is going to be in the lab instead of here.
So let's go back to the labs. I mean, she's an alchemical researcher. I'm sure she has some important notes or something.
You don't have to do this. Look, I have something of value that you can hold as collateral. It's this very rare and precious flower. It's a fire flower that you cannot find anywhere else. I can let you take that as long as you promise to bring it back when this is all over.
Yeah, we'll just tie her arms together behind her and then untie her from the machine.
We go back to her lab. I wave my hand in front of the door and say alchemical research lab.
Alright, so you guys make it back to the lab. She notions to this flower because her hands are still tied, and it's very obvious this thing is powerful. You can sense the magic. It's red and orange and glowing.
Friends, is this enough for you to let her go?
We'll see about the giving back part.
Yeah, if it's valuable, I can't guarantee you'll be getting it back from us.
I assume we have a deal?
That's a deal.
Works for me.
Alright, now leave me be. I'll get you Krain. You'll hear from me in 2 days' time.
I untie her.
So do we just brew this flower into tea and drink it? Do we turn it into a suppository?
You do not want to do that. Let me tell you up front. You do not want to eat or drink this flower.
Why not?
I mean, unless you want to be boiled from the insides.
Alright, well, wrap it up for us. Chop chop.
Let's go pawn it.
You'd have to find somebody to pawn it to first.
Can I use like my arcana or have her explain what this flower does for us?
Alright, go ahead and roll Arcana, and then if you don't know, you can ask her.
I rolled an 11 plus 6, so 17.
Yeah, that's a good roll. Alright, so you know that this fire flower can be used in all kinds of concoctions, which mostly gets you fire bombs and explosives, and it can be used as a weapon, but it's also very useful in mining and construction.
I think I've seen this petal before. They mash it up to make explosives and grenades sometimes. It's some strong stuff.
Does she give it to us?
Unwillingly.
I mean, you guys take it.
No. She needs to give it to us.
Yeah, she'll wrap it up for you. She'll put it in a nice container with a bow on top.
She's wrapping up her prized possession. She doesn't want it to see it get fucked before it leaves the door. And she wants it back, so I don't know if we can really mash this up into firebomb juice.
Yeah, you guys really don't know any formulas or anything with these fire flowers.
But I do know you don't steal within city limits.
And I do know we have this over her head, so...
Yeah, there's no guardsmen indoors. That's why you're able to get away with fighting and whatnot while you're inside.
Can never be too careful about stealing, though.
Alright, I think this is where we're going to call the session, guys. Thanks for playing. For those of you at home, thank you for listening. We appreciate your support, and you can find us at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Hopefully, by the time you're hearing this, we're also on Patreon, Spotify, iTunes, and whatever else you can hear podcasts on.